Hello and welcome. I'm Shayleigh Lawson and this is the first segment of Showtime with Shay. In this episode, I will be analyzing Ryan Murphy's American Horror Story. After a year and a half, we have Season 10 Double Feature Part 1, Red Tide. This is the most recent season of AHS and it's a good one. I'm going to be talking about the plot of episodes 1 through 3, spilling my thoughts on the season so far, and wrapping it all up with my prediction for the next set of episodes. Beware, spoilers ahead. Welcome to Massachusetts, where this small town has a big secret that our protagonist Harry Gardner, who was played by AHS alum Finn Whitrock, is about to uncover. Harry and his pregnant wife Doris Gardner moved to their new rental home with 10-year-old daughter Alma in order for Harry to spend the winter hopefully getting inspiration on his screenwriting. So you have a better picture, here are the characters in this season of the show. Now, what is interesting is that all three members of the Gardner family are artists. Harry is a writer, his daughter Alma is a musician, and Doris, the wife, she's a decorator. Keep that in mind. As our family adjusts to life in Massachusetts, they encounter creepy creatures. Now, I'm talking about Uncle Fester gone wrong. These things are pale, huge, and thirsty. That's right. They want blood and they need it now. In episode 1, Doris and Alma actually get chased back to their home by these creeps. Now, the town's sheriff, Chief Burleson, she brushes it off as a crazed junkie, but something isn't sitting right with Doris. I know that if this were me, I would be packed out of that town in record timing, but for some reason, Harry decides that it'd be a good idea to take Doris out for dinner, but because she gets sick, he has to go out alone. This is where he meets fellow writers Bella Noir, Austin, and Mickey, who is, fun fact, played by Macaulay Culkin, who is new to AHS. That's my favorite part about AHS. Even though we get to see the same actors in various roles, the production isn't afraid to shake things up with new actors. So then Harry gets invited to sit with Belle and Austin, who he deems he is unfit and not worthy to be around. But they insist. That's red flag number 1. This leads our main character to be introduced to the little black pill. Ooh, that little black pill. Would you risk turning into a bloodthirsty creature if it meant that there was a possibility you had true talent and taking this pill would cure any block that stands in the way of your success? Yeah, me neither. But that's exactly what this pill does. And Harry is a betting man. He takes the pill and he's able to cure his writer's block, leading him to write an entire television series in one night. But he's not the only one who takes the pill. Yeah, little Alma wants a piece of her dad's success and sneaks one for herself. Watching this part, I was feeling really disappointed. It was really sad to see that instead of spending the rest of her childhood naturally practicing her craft, Alma is taking the easy way out. Episode 3 brings Harry's agent into town, and her name's Ursula. I mean, I would be on the quickest flight too to see this magical location that my extremely successful client had moved to. So meanwhile, Harry, Bella, and Austin go off to feed. As they are finishing up, Harry takes a to-go cup for Alma, who is awaiting her dinner back home. But before she can get it, Bella and Austin question why Harry is taking some back. And instead of just saying he was saving some for later, he immediately tells them that his daughter Alma has taken the pill. This leads Belle and Austin to consult the chemist who makes the pills, which leads to her ordering them to kill the entire Gardner family. And if that's not bad enough for this thirsty family, once Harry returns home and he gets his agent Ursula to babysit Alma while he checks on Doris, who is in the hospital, and after she fainted when the sheriff was questioning her about finding Alma in the woods, attempting to fulfill her thirst by eating a dead squirrel earlier in the episode. When Harry returns from checking on Doris, he walks into a crime scene. While he was away, the sheriff attempted to question Alma, but ended up being her next victim. Ursula and Alma are seen playing a game of cards as Harry stands terrified. And that is where the screen cuts to black. And our recap of episodes 1 through 3 is to be continued. I'm loving this season of AHS. Each episode, the audience uncovers a new plot twist or piece of information. I mean, when I sit down to complete an episode, there's not a minute that goes by that I'm not focused. The idea of separating humans into talentless is an interesting concept, and it makes you think, what would happen if you took the little black pill? So for the following episodes, my guess is that Doris will take the little black pill because she wants to keep her family together. I feel like because she's the only one that hasn't taken it, she's definitely going to, but I don't believe that she's going to have what it takes. So I think that she's going to turn into one of our pale, creepy creatures that's thirsty for blood. But you'll have to come back next time to find out. So make sure that you follow all our social media at MUTV23 on Instagram and Twitter, and our website, mutv.missouri.edu. And that's all for Showtime with Shay.